Now I'm going to show you how to buy cryptocurrencies within the Trust Wallet app. Now Trust Wallet leverages third-party providers, which are going to allow you to purchase cryptocurrencies that get transferred right into your Trust Wallet. It's not Trust Wallet itself offering this as a service directly. But how you're going to do that is by clicking on the buy button here. And at this point, you can choose all of these different cryptocurrencies that you could purchase. We're going to keep it simple here, and we're going to buy some Bitcoin. So if we click here on buy Bitcoin, we can now choose the dollar amount that we are looking to purchase. So in this case, we're just going to aim to purchase $20 worth of Bitcoin. And this is going to give you the option here at the bottom to pay with a credit card. And this is going to be through Transact, which is going to be the third-party provider. If we click on the drop down here, this is going to give you different options that you can use. For example, you could use Ramp or Transact. And depending on your payment method, there's going to be different options. So for example, with Apple Pay, it's only available through Ramp, but if you're using a credit card, you also have the option to use Transact. So we're going to go forward with that method here. We're going to go ahead and click on that top result, and then we're going to click on the buy with credit card button at the very bottom, and it's now going to securely connect us with Transact, the third-party provider for the transaction. At this point, this is going to show us the overall fees, and it's a pretty hefty fee here. On this $20 transaction, we're going to pay $3.74 US dollar in total fees. So this really isn't the ideal way to go out and purchase cryptocurrencies. Instead, what I would recommend is buying it through an exchange and then sending it over using your wallet address. Now that's what I'm going to show you right after this using crypto.com, but I want it to be as comprehensive as possible here. So I will walk you through these steps. So if everything looks good on this screen, we're going to click here on the buy now button. And at this point, we have to enter our email address. So this is going to be a legit account, not like the Trust Wallet where you're just setting up a seed phrase. So you are going to have to create an actual account with the third-party provider, and they might even ask us for some identification for KYC reasons. From here, we're going to click on the blue continue button, and now we have to verify the code that was sent to the email that we entered. Once you've entered the verification code, you just have to check the box if you agree with the terms of use and privacy policy, and then we're going to click on continue once again. And at this point, it's going to ask us for our name, phone number, and date of birth, and you can see this is KYC step 1 of 4. So there's certain information that exchanges are required to collect, and that's part of the Know Your Customer laws. So we are going to encounter those here. Once you're all set, you're going to click on continue once again, and at this point, it's going to ask you for your full address. Once again, you're going to click on the continue button, and now it's going to ask you what is the purpose for you using Transact. It's going to be buying and selling crypto for investment. So we're going to click on continue after that. At this point, we have to enter our social, so go ahead and follow that step now. And finally, it's going to request camera access because you're going to have to take a picture of your ID or your face or possibly both. And at this point, we do have to do both, a video of our face and the identification. So we're going to click on start verification now, scroll through this and click on the accept button at the bottom right if you do accept. And now you're going to start with recording a video of your face. So we're going to do that together by clicking on start recording, and then you're going to position your face in the frame. It's going to tell you exactly what it needs you to do, and then you're going to turn your head in all directions until this is fully filled out on both sides. You're going to get a green bar on it once it's successful and a check mark in the middle, and now we get to choose the document for verifying our identity. Once you enter the country, you have a list of accepted documents, so we're going to use the driver's license. Go ahead and position your ID in the frame here, and then you're going to snap a photo of the front of it, and then if everything looks clear in the image, you're going to click on the upload button, and now it's going to have you do the exact same thing with the back of your ID. So go ahead and do the same thing. Now this time it auto captured the photo. I didn't have to take it myself, but you might run into either option there. And then you're going to click on the upload button if everything looks clear once again. At this point, it's going to verify my information, and it says it should take less than 2 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and let that run at this point in time. And just like that, we got a notification that the profile was verified. It actually took about 15 seconds, so really no time at all. And then we can click on the blue order now button at the bottom, and it's going to go ahead and now make sure that we have the correct billing address to make sure it matches whatever the card is that we're using as a form of payment. And at this point, it will prompt you here to add a new card. So go ahead and use whatever form of payment you want to use, whether it's a debit card or a credit card. Now, one thing I will mention is buying cryptocurrencies on credit is really not recommended. So if you're trying to do that, really think twice about that before you put that on a credit credit card. Unless you're using it for points or something like that, you should really only be buying crypto with money that you already have and not borrowed money. Now, for some reason, it's saying that this card is likely to fail. Retry with another card. This is a virtual card, so that might be why. And I don't have another debit card that will work here, unfortunately, so I'm going to try my Apple Pay. And if that doesn't work, then unfortunately, I won't be able to complete the transaction, but at least it shows you the steps for getting verified. So we're going to click on the done button at this point, and now we're going to change this over here and try to buy this with Apple Pay as a last ditch effort. And we can actually only do that through Ramp. So I don't want to go through that whole setup process right now of doing KYC again. It can be a little bit finicky to buy through these third-party providers. And unfortunately, I just don't have another debit card that I can try this out with. And it said credit cards are likely to get rejected anyway. So that's as far as I can show you here with buying it directly from the app.